The last time I was in here, I came to the realization of how bad it is when it comes to mice droppings. It's too much. In fact, you could almost call it frightening.
Whoa! Whoa! It's full of mice poop. Absolutely full.
And that means there could be lots of viruses in there, right? The hantavirus in particular, which can be deadly to humans. And so, yeah, I'm wearing a mask when I go inside. And I plan on wearing, it's an N95 mask. I plan on wearing masks in there as much as possible. Because the dust from mouse droppings, if you breathe it in, and if they're carrying the hantavirus, can make you really sick. So you're going to be seeing lots of masks when I'm inside this cabin. Okay. I've got to tear this whole thing down. And so it's going to be a bit scary for me figuring out how to go about that. What I really want to do is burn the joint, you know? This is the back door and they've got it held closed with this strap. I want to open it up to get a breeze going through here. It's so hot in here. I'm going to be wiping down a lot of stuff, guys, that I'm going to be using. This place is contaminated. That's the only way to put it. It's just a contaminated site. Just want to be sure, you know? Check this out. Look at all those ants. Between the ants and the mice, I wanted to use that plywood to build myself a box, but it's obviously ant infested. So I know I definitely do not want to leave anything in the cabin, right? Because it's just going to get filled with mice and their droppings. Nothing is untouched in that cabin. Mice are everywhere. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I did not come fully prepared. I was like, I'll use that plywood. I'll use the lumber on site, build myself a simple box, and I'll be good. It's not that easy. It's like an ant farm. Look at this super old cooler. Baycrest. that's old up here. And it's got like all kinds of fungus and mold growing around it. It even has insulation in the walls. You can see it. This cabin's over 30 years old. So lots of stuff here. Wow. Lots of little holes in this. So it tells me that ants have been in this wood, right? But I'm not so worried. think there's enough of this siding here for the roof of the future cabin, or like siding, whatever it is, steel roof, whatever you want to call it. It's all the same. There's a lot there. So this is the old storage bin, and it's seen way better days. Wow, that is an old stove. Look at that. Oh yeah, I bet you that works. I bet you that works. It's got everything you need, just got to clean it up. This stuff is old. Okay, might be able to salvage that. Yeah, it's pretty wet down in, unfortunately. There's no ants. I'm not seeing any ants in here. There's a case for a lantern right here. Oh, drill, look at this. Drill bits. Wow. Those could all be salvaged. That's a nice little kit of drill bits right there. Right on. Check it out. Look at that. Yes. Oh, cassette player, tape player, whatever you want to call it. Graphic, look, it's got a graphic equalizer. That's so cool. This one's got a tape in it. Wow. If I can run power to this, I might be able to play this tape. What do we got here? Steve Earle. That's so cool. Remember, you put them in upside down or you put them in right side up, depends. That is so cool, man. If I can get that working. There's the ants. There's the ants. Okay. I'm starting to get a little bit of a better understanding of what I'm dealing with and the magnitude of what I've signed up for. It's huge. The thing is, if you look at it all, right, at all of it, it's huge. But if you look at little parts, it's not so bad. I wanted to do the storage thing, but the reality is I can't. I'm not going to deal with that ant-infested plywood. I thought maybe shoveling it off would help. I still don't feel good about it. It's like everywhere I look, it's either infested or rotten or moldy. And the worst part about summer is that it's a hike, right? Hike in, hike out, hike in, hike out. Only so much you can carry in, especially 5 kilometers through the woods. This is a reminder. When I took over this lease, the government said, you need a timeline to finish your project. And I went as long as I could go, and I said 3 years. And they said, all right, we're going to give you 3 years. So I've got 3 years to wipe this place clean and put up my brand new cabin. And burning of this is definitely a possibility. 100% a possibility. I just don't know what's required beforehand. Do I need to get rid of all of the windows first? Do I need to take out all the insulation first? Like, what do I need to do? Can I just burn it and then come in here with a shovel and a giant magnet and just like put it into bins and take it all out to the dump in the wintertime? Or do I have to dismantle it and do that? Lots of questions. And hopefully I'm going to have answers to those questions within the coming months. That would have been a giant wasp nest right there. For sure. I bet you this place is just filled with them in the summertime. Another one there. Yeah. It's a wasp's dream. You can see right here, there's a bump. It's not easy to see, but this is the first cabin. Right? It was just a small cabin. Then they built on all of this. The second part, and that's where the connection is. There's a bump right there. That's coming off pretty easy. Okay. I've never used one of these before. I've seen it used before. One of those, they're like jet boil type things. This isn't jet boil though. And silly me, I took it out of the box. It's new. I took it out of the box before I threw it into my bag. So there's no instructions because the instructions are in the box in my truck 5 kilometers away. So I feel like, oh, there's an igniter. Cool. Okay, that helps. I was looking at it and I could see that's how you control the butane. And then I was wondering if there's an igniter. Oh yeah, there's an igniter there. This gave me a shock. I just felt that. Okay, we're good. That's actually really cool because, whoa, whoa. That really came flying out of my hand. Wow. You working? Oh yeah, that's working. Now, I normally don't eat these guys, but this is what I wanted today. Nice and simple, super light. The expiry date on this, 2039. That is crazy. Like, you could survive an apocalypse with this stuff. I've only ever eaten this twice in my life. This kind of stuff. I'm gonna have to take refuge in that cabin, and I don't want to. But I feel like this rain is gonna come right over my head here soon. The last time I was here, I cooked in the cabin. That was not enjoyable. I was able to eat, but I don't like being in there, as I've said. So an outdoor kitchen is essential for this place. It's got to be built. I'm gonna eat right here in the doorway because it's starting to rain. I don't want to go inside as much as possible. Okay. I mean, it doesn't look that good. No, it's not great. You see this beam here, this post, or you want to call it, right there? What if I just hung the sleeping bag and the tent from there? And so that way it's off the ground, right? And the mice, as you can see, are not in this part of the ceiling at all. They're all over here. I mean, they could easily climb across and then let themselves drop down on top of it if they wanted to. But I don't know, maybe just hanging it there would protect my tent and my sleeping bag for now. Or I just put the tent up and leave it up and store stuff in the tent. I could do that. Always open for ideas. You guys have them, let me have it. I've decided that I'm gonna get the front end of the cabin cleaned up. I'm just gonna fill a garbage bag. That is step number 1. Focus on that. Take a deep breath and then see how you feel after 1 garbage bag. That's what we're doing. I wanted to get one of those pickup sticks, you know? Garbage pickers or whatever. Store was out of them. So I'll have to order one because I think it'll be easier on my back than bending over all the time. So I got gloves. Here we go. Another bear board right there. Look, another bear board. Oh, that thing was hiding. I will be getting, I actually tried on a pair of work boots before I left here at a store that sells that sort of stuff. They fit okay. They were heavy. And so I was like trying to reduce the amount of weight, and I thought, okay, I can go another day or two without the, the boots with the plates underneath. So they're puncture proof and steel toe. Like, I really do need a pair out here. I'd feel a lot better, but I will be doing it. I will be doing it. And I just want you guys to know that I will. Beaver. Huge splash. There's a beaver down here. Either that or there's a bear throwing rocks in the water. I'm going towards it. Beavers will slap their tails if they don't like something. And he hears me, and so he's smacking his tail. It's 100% a beaver. Oh man, that's so cool. I will not be drinking this water. A, there's beavers living in it. B, it's like a dead lake, meaning there's probably no oxygen in it. It's all by itself. It's not feeding anything. Nothing's feeding into it. And so I'll be bringing my own water here. That's the plan. And no one wants to get sick from a beaver. And it's not a very big lake, right? So if you got beavers living in this thing, they've probably done all the damage they can to this water. Beaver chew right there. Beaver chewed that right there. There's also one right by the cabin that was chewed. So the beaver's busy around here. You can see that the lake is low too. Where the lichen starts, the lake should probably be up here. That's like a 5-foot drop, 4 or 5 foot drop right there. Just sitting there on the rock, look at that. This guy here, it's been here so long, it's literally, it's like this moss is strangling it. It's growing right around it. It's just like completely wrapped around the throat of this log. Look at that. Wow. Oh, it's a rope. That's why. Did you ever think that you'd be watching a guy pick up garbage? YouTube, man. It's crazy. Look at this, horseshoes. Never ever thought I'd be finding horseshoes out here. I'm keeping those. Those are gonna make nice, nice wall hangings for sure in the cabin. Things are looking way better around here. Way better. Still gotta figure out how I'm gonna deal with underneath of the cabin, lots under the cabin. But as you can see, it's just all natural now. Just wood and sawdust and rock. I think I did a really good job cleaning it up. Now, some of you gave me an idea and said, look, get a bin, take the glass, windows, throw it in the bin, let the glass break in the bin, and then you only have to worry about taking out the bin and not the glass. I like that idea, I really do. Now there is a bin here that's filled with cans inside the cabin and probably a lot of mice droppings. So I'm going to bring it outside, I'm going to dump it, and then I'll deal with all of the cans out here. And then I'm going to see if I can smash up some of those windows. Let's do it, let's smash. I'm gonna dump it. See, what I want to do is break it in here, have it drop in. You guys think I should put on eyeglasses for this? Some safety glasses? So I'm out here messing around, and I'm learning that there's a lot of glass, for one thing. Like a lot. And there's these gaskets. If you pull the gasket, you can pull the glass right out. Look at that. I really want to thank you guys for your ideas. I mean, this is going to... Because I was worried about transporting these back this winter on my snowmobile, and everything breaking when I'm transporting it, right? All this glass just shattering, because on a snowmobile it's often bumpy. But if I'm just bringing a bin filled with glass, it's got nowhere to go. If you smash it hard enough, the gasket will start to pop out. See? Look at that. There it is. Just don't want to cut myself. Lots of glass. Okay. Good. Man, this is kind of fun once you get going. Yeah. I don't know about this. Oh yeah, here it comes. Yes. Look at that. Wow. That's enjoyable. I like that. A perfectly clean frame here now. I mean, I didn't think that that was going to come out like that. Really happy. I'm hearing an animal I've never heard before. It's going, oh, oh. I don't know what bears sound like when they're crying to each other. Maybe it's a moose? Maybe. There we go. There we go. That's a bend. Okay. Can I get that in there? No. Need to bend it one more time. What is that? See that? It's almost like sugar. Really, it is. Look. Look at that. Just like sugar or something. I mean, this window's probably 100 years old, so this window frame anyway. If any of you guys know what that is, super cool. Okay. Okay. This is going to be broken here. Okay. Watch this. You guys didn't tell me it was going to be so heavy. Oh, hey. Woo! For those of you that follow me on this whole entire mission to clean up this area and replace it with a brand new cabin, you're going to be able to say in 3 years' time, Jay, remember when you were smashing glass? Remember how long ago that was? and how insurmountable everything appeared. You started so small with little bits of glass, and now look, you got a cabin, and the land is beautiful. This is what I am truly hoping will happen. That you guys will say that. Because it'll mean that I did it. Oh, holy. Okay, I just want to keep the water out because this bin with glass weighs about 70 pounds, I'd say, maybe more. That's as big as I'm going to get when it comes to doing this sort of glass breaking stuff. But take a look. Okay, yes. I know there's still windows here, but all cleared up. Hey, so much better. I'll have to keep an eye out. I'm sure I'll find little pieces here and there, but it's so much better. Still lots to do. Still a ton to do, but I feel so much better. This place is looking great, man. We are starting. These little bits really helping. And I think the next time I come back, we're gonna get into burning stuff. Slow and steady wins the race, guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed me smashing glass and picking up cans and, you know, eating some terrible food out of a bag, hunting for beaver, and yeah, just like picking around here, picking around. Thanks so much for watching. I'll be back really soon.